everybody, it's Melissa McFarland, founder of Creative Successful Entrepreneurs and also the Catalyst Incubator. And today I am bringing you another episode of The Successful Creative. This is a place where all you creative mavericks and right brain thinkers can come on a weekly basis to get your injection of inspiration and skills and tools that you can apply right now to help grow your business and basically give you an ability to change the world with your idea, your product, your service, what it is that you do. And this week, I am coming to you from the milieu of the eclipse, because we had a total eclipse on Monday, as many of you may know. And that eclipse really got me thinking, because here's this gorgeous, beautiful, big sun, you know, with all that energy and power and bright light, literally. And I thought, you know, what is it that is like that? Like the actual core of our business, the incredible idea or the really pivotal methodology that we use that transforms our clients and the lives of our clients? Or what is the technology that is fueling the cool product that we've built that we're trying to get out there and sell, the innovative idea? Like, what is the sun of your business? And equally, what is the sun of your life, of our lives? Like, who are the people that matter the most? What are the initiatives or the things that our own skills that we wanted to develop, et cetera, when we kind of thought about our lives and how they would roll out? So that concept of the sun, the power, the source, the light, the brilliance, the genius of our business or our lives, I was thinking about this week. And how does that become eclipsed? How does it get, how do we either, you know, how does that become eclipsed from our view? Or how does it become eclipsed from the public's view? How do they not see it, et cetera? I thought, what if I could give some, you know, what are the things that no matter what's going on, how much confusion, fear, distraction that may be going on, either in the global community, the local community in terms of economics or politics or whatnot, or more personally in your own life, your circumstances, how could we take all that distraction and fear and confusion, and even with that present, because we're not going to ever get those shadows to completely stop encroaching. We can move them aside and come forward with clarity and knowledge, an ability to talk about our business, but they're going to come in again, right? Life happens. So I thought, well, what is it that we know over here at the Catalyst Incubator at Creative Successful Entrepreneurs? What do we know that allows a business or a person to continue forward aligned with that brilliance, awakened by, always conscious of that brilliance, and moving that brilliance out into the world, essentially growing? How is it that we help people to grow? What is it that we teach people that allows them to be successful in that constant growth, right? And I came up with 10 regular habits. So I thought I would share them today in our little video. So here you go. Are you ready? And I thought I would do these in a kind of a Tonight Show, David Letterman way. So we're going to count down from 10 to 1. Number one important. So hang in here, because the number one most important thing you can do on a regular basis is coming up at the end of the list. Okay. So I have decided to break this down into 4 increments, things that we do or we encourage our clients to do and that I do annually. So just once a year, things we do quarterly, 4 times a year, things that we do daily, or I do daily and my clients do. And then finally, weekly and then daily. So quarterly or annually, quarterly, weekly, and daily. Got it? Okay, great. And you can see it down below. You can also access this, by the way, if you want to click on that link, you can get that download. I think we might have just cut and pasted it right there for you. So number 1 is annually, or number 10, annually, we want you to go ahead and define your goals according to a vision-driven mission statement. Now, that vision-driven mission statement is something that takes a little bit of work to come to. We want to know what your values are, what your company's values are. It actually really matters. It's one of the key ways that we can align you around selling. It is why people buy your product or service, because they can feel and hear your vision and your mission driving through everything that you do. And as much as that is something we have heard lots and lots in the business world, it's amazing to me how often people don't take the time to do that. So we have a process once a year that we do with clients called the New Year, New You process. And it allows people to stop and settle down and identify, first of all, what that overarching vision-driven mission is, and then how to chunk that back down into annual goals and quarterly goals and that sort of thing. So if you aren't in the habit of doing that, even if you do it in a skeletal format, it's important that you do. So that's number one. But just annually, just once a year, you want to check in, write your business or your personal goals for the year according to and related to that vision-driven mission statement. Okay, that's number 10. Number 9 is to reverse engineer those goals. Now, oftentimes we'll see that a company or a business has articulated what their vision-driven mission is, and they do have annual goals. Yay, all right, but number 9 has not happened yet. They have not actually reverse engineered that goal. And rather than saying, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do in a month? What am I going to do in 3 months? We don't want to go that way. We want to get up on the top of the mountain, and we want to look down at that. Imagine once we're up to where we wanted to be, what got us there? What allowed us to get up there, right? So we do that in a reverse engineer format. I think we've included a little goals chart that shows you exactly how to do that in a personal arena. You can also extrapolate that and use it for your business arena. But basically, we want you to reverse engineer that chart. So you put your life goals or your vision-driven mission at the bottom of that goals chart, and we put a year in certain categories, right? Where will I be in a year? And then in 9 months, where will I be in order to be at that spot in a year? And in 6 months, where will I need to be in order to be at 9 months and a year? And then finally, in 3 months, where will I want to be in order to be on track for a year? So we call that a reverse engineer, and you've got to do that. It's one of the most important reasons why our clients move forward, even in the chaos, because they have that map. So that's number 9 or 2, depending on which way you're counting. So 10, vision-driven mission statement, goals. 9, reverse engineer those goals. Then on a quarterly basis, we're doing 3 things. Number 8 is we are learning a new skill. We like to encourage our business clients to look at the skills in the arena of marketing, sales, product and service development, or back-end management. So where are you weak? And where is that affecting your ability to grow regularly? Well, you know what? You're going to find 7,000 things you could learn, right? And you're going to see all these trainings, and you're going to see all these coaches, and you're going to read all these books that Peter Senge and other important people are teaching you. And then Tony Robbins is going to jump in and say you should listen to this amazing CD, right? Except for nobody listens to CDs anymore. Anyway, point being, lots of learning to happen. We encourage you to just take a look in those 4 arenas: marketing, sales, product and service development, and back-end management. Where are you weak? Make an agreement with yourself which one is having the most impact on your ability to grow, and learn a skill in that arena. Okay, so that's skill building, number 8. Number 7, we want to make sure that we are clutter clearing, because we get all these ideas, especially as creatives, right? And I was at a startup meeting this morning. This is where I learned that there is another eclipse happening in 7 years. Leave it to the techie brilliant smarties to know that. I'm like, oh, okay, really? At any rate, sure enough, ideas out, just so many ideas from those guys and gals. They are creating like mad, right? So our innovators, our creators have a very hard time. They hoard their ideas and they don't want to let them go, because someday they're going to get to that. But it can really, really cost you in the growth arena. You cannot get steady growth if you're constantly pulled off path. So we want you on a quarterly basis to just clutter clear your lists. And we want you to put those things in a, relevant right now, going to do these things right now category, a relevant soon, and then in a parking lot where we're not going to look at that stuff except for quarterly. We're going to take a look at the parking lot again, but we're not going to look at it daily and weekly and monthly. We're not going to do that. We're just going to check in quarterly at the parking lot. And when you get to that quarterly check-in, you'll put a couple of things out of that parking lot and put them on the next 3-month docket. So really important to do that clutter clearing in all your lists. And if you're not used to organizing yourself in a tasking arena or getting things into parking lots and that kind of thing, you may want to try a team building, not team building, a team management software, something like Asana. We love Asana, ASANA.com. And no, it's not a yoga site. We really love Asana. All right, and then number 6, quarterly habit. You're going to want to check in with your goals chart that you created in the annual moment. You're going to want to check in with that. Where am I in each of those categories in the timeline that we're in the spot in the timeline that we're in, and how am I doing? And you will find that some things will come off the list, some goals will come off the list, and some will get adjusted. Okay, that was an ambitious milestone or deadline. I'm going to actually pull off that. I'm going to push that to another 3 months, or something happened, or hey, we got that done way early. We've pulled something from 9 months up to the 6 month, good to go. So you just want to look at that chart once every 3 months. Okay, so those are your quarterly habits. We move down to weekly habits. In the weekly arena, 2 things. Check your money. Now, some people would say do this daily, but I find that super hard to do. But I do find that doing it monthly is too late. So if you're a young business, if you're not really keen on, and if your business is growing, which we hope it is, your money's going to be changing all the time. So we look for 2 things with money. Number 1, we want to see who owes us. So receivables and payables. We want to see who do we owe, so just sort of the tactical money. And then larger, what is it that we're building, and how is our investment money, our capital for that stuff that we're building? So where are the expenditures in order to meet that goals chart, to be on track with that goals chart? What kinds of things are we going to need to spend money for? How are our savings doing? Highly recommend a book for all of you or all of you creatives and innovators out there. Little book, simple book. Don't get snobby about it. It's got a very simple system in it, but I'm telling you, no matter whether you're in the startup arena and you've got capital and you've got people on board or not, for you as an owner, you need to look at and understand money from a simple way, and you need to be in relationship to it, not trusting that some other person is handling it. So I recommend a book called Profit First. Profit First. Okay, and then finally, weekly habit, you want to make sure that you're networking weekly. So attend a networking event, and 2 kinds we recommend you have. Number 1, we want you to have a networking event that is new to you. So try something new weekly. And then alternatively, and also weekly, get to a networking event that, and this is not each week, you just have to go to one. It's best if you go to a couple, but if you can just go to one, and they should either be a brand new one or one that you go to regularly on a regular basis. So we recommend that you do have a couple where you begin to get to know the community. They know you. It should be a directly in the crosshair of your clientele. The clients that are there are right in the service that you provide, and that is a good match. We make money in that crosshair. So we want you to be in that networking. So once a week, you should be networking somehow. And then finally, are you ready? We're on to our daily habits. These are 3 regular habits that we want you to do on a regular basis, and these will make the difference. Number 1 is coming up. So 3 on our list of 10 in the countdown is to take 15 minutes to serve a non-client. 15 minutes to serve a non-client. I'm sorry, that was 2. So number 3 is to follow up with 1 lead or prospect. Duh. And you might be thinking, shouldn't I follow up with about 10 or 20? Yes, of course, please do. Mark it to your lists, be following up. But honestly, the habit falls down when we just say, I'll do that later, I'll do that next week, I'll have my marketing or sales team do that. And we are not doing that. So all of you, no matter where you are in the hierarchy of your business and in the growth path of your business, you want to be making sure that you network, that you follow up with some sort of networking connection once a week. Just one. And you'll see some examples there below about how you can do that. You write a letter. We recommend not email, but that you do a direct call, a text, or an instant message on Facebook or LinkedIn. Okay, so that it's really personal. That's once a week, just one person. And then number 2 is our do something good, a help, basically a give for a non-client, a non-prospect. So not somebody that you're hoping to get as a client, or that just a regular person out there that you thought did a great thing. They have an awesome business. You want to tweet for someone. You want to share the love, basically. That will allow you to kind of keep that energy going, not just be receiving and looking to receive, but also give, and not just giving in the arena where you're getting paid, but also, you know, continuing that, you know, share the love, pay it forward kind of thing. So it's really important to do that on a weekly basis or daily basis, to just do one give, and it'll have you really get out of yourself and out of your business for a minute. That's a really good thing to do. And are you ready for it? The final but most important daily habit is meditation. And we find that this, though it is last, it is not least, it is first. It is the most important thing to learn how to do. And yes, we don't talk about it that much in business all the time, but I have to tell you that our clients produce the results they do, and I have produced the results I have been able to produce personally with my own businesses because of my willingness to finally learn how to slow down, stop every day, and meditate. I do this first thing in the morning before I'm ever out of bed. And we want you to not only engage your brain, your mind, you know, release your mind into that meditative state. There are lots of ways you can do that. You can find apps to help you do it, but to also do it physically. So we recommend you put your fingertips together, thumb, fingers, and palm together, breathing in through your nose, shooting that energy up to that forehead spot, that where all these nerves come together at the center of your forehead, in between your eyebrows, allowing your eyes to roll back into your top of your head, taking that pressed palm, allowing the energy to circle around and through you, breathing in with a nice big breath right up to your palm, your third eye point, bringing your fists, your palms, that center place in your palm right to the center of your chest, breathing in and out, and meditate for 7 minutes with those pressed palms together and those eyes closed, and that mind allowing receiving instead of thinking to occur. So lots of more training that we'll give you in another video about exactly how our meditation process works and our affirmation or statement process works, but not today. We hope this has been really helpful to you, the 10 regular habits to keep your business growing no matter the economic climate or your personal circumstances. Thanks for tuning into The Successful Creative, and I can't wait to see you next time.